Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to sew this beautiful looking top that I cut in my previous video. I'll be linking it somewhere on the screen so you go watch it or check it out before you can watch this one. Yes, so let's get straight into this tutorial. Okay, I've cut out my stay and my lining and I've combed everything. I've ironed it, so I'm trying to place it to match each other the way I'm going to sew it in. So let's go straight down to the sewing machine. So I'll be sewing this like this. I'll be sewing the two front side, while the other front side I'll also be sewing it. Please make sure you sew it correctly, following the way I'm sewing mine. Yes, for easy joining and to get a cupped bustier. So this is it. I'll be doing the same thing for the other side. Yes, the best way to join a bustier or any bustier cloth is to start from the down to join it, so it can be easy to stitch and accurate as well. So I'll be going down to iron it when I'm done sewing it. I'll be sewing also my lining piece together. The front lining, I'll be sewing it together just the way I did for the other front part. I'll be doing this for the both lining piece, for the two front parts for the lining piece. So I'll be doing the same thing, joining everything together. So be sure that all the notched parts on the bust area meet each other. The underbust, the bust points all meet each other. Now I'm trying to match up the lining piece so I won't make any mistake in joining it. The right side to right side, and the right side and the left side. So after joining the lining piece, I will go ahead to iron this inseam area. So I'll be ironing the inseam area this way, making sure everything laps and be more careful around the bust area. You can use your steam iron. If you don't have a steam iron, you can apply little water while ironing it. I'll do that for the both fronts and the lining piece as well. Then I'll go back to my sewing machine to sew the back. So this is the back piece. I'll be joining the back piece together using the 1/2 inch allowance that we kept while cutting it. Now after joining it, you can go ahead and press open the same area. Don't be like me that waited after joining the dress before opening it up. So I'll be joining the front piece to the back piece using my accurate measurement or the measurement for this outfit. Okay, I'm trying to divide my bust measurement divided by 2. The bust we use for this dress is 36 divided by 2 will give you 18, and you count the remaining measurements after counting your 18, then share it on both sides. This is for the benefit of beginners or those that don't know how to calculate for joining of dress. So I'll do this for the bust, the under bust measurement, the waist measurement, and the hip measurement as well. The waist measurement we worked with is 27 divided by 2, 13.5. Then I will count the excess and share it on both sides. So I'm stitching it down, making my curvy area, avoiding sharp curves while joining this dress. I'll do the same thing for the other side front, and I'll be doing the same measurement. I'll be marking out my exact measurement, but the bust, for the bust, which is 18, this is where 18 is, so that's the way I'll be joining for the other side. I'll be starting from where 18 stops, and I'll be taking a measurement from the other side stitch. I'm not taking it from the extreme, I'm taking it from the stitch on the other side front. So the same thing I'll do for the waist area, and I'll make my curve, trying to get my waistline and taking my waist measurements, my hip measurements, and so on. So I will do the same thing. I'll repeat the same thing for the lining piece. I'll first of all join the back, the center back, using the 1/2 inch allowance as well. Then I will join the sides together using the accurate measurement for this top. Just the same thing I did for the main piece, I'll be doing it also for the lining piece. Okay, I've gone ahead to open my inseam area. I pressed open all the same inseam for the main piece and the lining piece. I've also opened the inseam for the back, the lining back, and the main piece back. So I'll be joining the main piece to the lining piece. I will join it from the under. I'll be joining from the down part. So I'm using the 1/2 inch allowance we kept for the down part to join it, making sure the both dart lines for the lining piece and the main piece match up together. So after turning the down part, I will come up to the front to turn the upper neck. So I'm making sure that the dart lines are all matching up together. So I'm joining with 1/2 inch allowance. I will also be turning the back neck area like so. The only place that I will not turn is the armhole area. This is because the armhole area will aid me to turn it inside out, because we've stitched up all other sides, the down part, the sides, the upper part, so it's just the armhole area left for it. I'm trimming off excess allowance to avoid it bulging inside. So I'm trimming them off, making the necessary notches on it so it can lay flat when I turn it out. So it's time to turn it. Be very careful while turning it. Make sure all sharp edges are turned up very well. If possible, you can use your loop to straighten all sharp points. So this is what it looks like after turning it out. So I noticed and observed something, that the center front was having excess lining. Yeah, the center front had excess lining. So to correct this, I need to turn it inside to turn out, and on the lining piece I'll be reducing the measurements by half an inch or quarter an inch. I use quarter an inch here, so I'll be using quarter an inch to reduce the measurement, so I will avoid excess lining. I'll do that on both sides. For just the lining, you don't need to touch the main piece, just reduce the measurement on the lining, not on the main piece. So after doing that, I'll be turning it out. I'm not cutting out any excess. I'll just turn it back out, inside out. Yeah, I've turned it inside out. As you can see, it has reduced, so I need to give it a good press and see what it looks like. So I'll go ahead and give it a good press and show you what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. So as you can see, the linen is all laying flat and neat. Now it's time to fix the zip. So I'll be fixing the front zipper like so. This is for the benefit of those that don't know or have little or no idea on how to fix a zipper that lays very straight in front. So I'll be taking out the 1 inch I added for the zip allowance. So this is it. I'll be taking it out and I'll be joining it just to fix my zip and making it all straight. So this is the way I fix my zip. I make sure everything aligned. I'll first of all stitch the upper part for the front, then come to the down and stitch it, making sure it's equal with the other side. Then I'll continue to the top. So after fixing my zip, I turned it out, and this is the way it's laying, very flat and beautiful. So I need to bring in those excesses in front, and I'll be folding it inwards and stitching on top of it. You can decide to cut yours. Why after stitching it, you can decide to cut it if it's too long for you, or you can decide to still leave it this way. For me, I believe it's not too long, so you can do otherwise. So I'm done fixing the zip and arranging it. It's all looking neat and straight. So for the sleeves, I'll be putting elastic on the upper part and the down part of the sleeves. So I will make a running stitch like so down to the other side using the allowance I need for the elastic. I will as well join the sleeve sides like so, using your desired allowance, ½ inch preferably. So I'll be creating a casing for the elastic to pass through. You can make it ½ inch, 1 inch, depending on the size of elastic you're using for this. So I'll be making it like so, making sure everything is equal and well arranged. Note that I didn't sew it all straight to meet the other side, so I will be passing my elastic like this, using my safety pin to pass my elastic. remember this is a freehand sewing tutorial, so everything we do here is is freehand with little or eye measurements. So I'll be measuring this sleeve for the round parts, for the round sleeve. The round sleeve for this top is 11 inches, so I actually measured out 5 inches there because of the elastic we used for it. So this is it, and while joining the sleeve to the upper part, to the main piece, I will put the upper part elastic. I'll be repeating the same thing for the other sleeve. So I'm done putting the elastic for both sleeve, the down part elastic for both sleeve. I'll be joining the sleeve to the main piece like so. I've already passed my elastic for the upper part, and I'll be using 1 inch to join the sleeve, the upper part sleeve to the main piece. I'm trying to open my dart on my side allowance so it can lay flat. While joining the sleeve, you notice some excess on the sleeve, so try to pleat it, maybe kiss pleat or normal straight pleat for it to avoid it being excess. Okay, you know, it's a bob or mini bob or balloon sleeve, and some persons may call it. So I'm stitching it up to this other end using the same 1 inch. I will repeat the same thing for the other sleeve. You can as well decide to overlock yours before stitching it up with the main piece. Overlock the main piece separately, the sleeve armhole area separately before stitching it up to give it a perfect neat finishing. So I'm measuring up the other sleeve so it can match up with the other sleeve. So this is what it is, very easy to make, and I hope the tutorial is being of help to you. Feel free to ask any question if you don't understand anything here. So as I'm done making everything, this is what the full top looks like. This is it, very beautiful, easy to wear, and very classy as well. Okay, so if this tutorial was helpful, give this video a thumbs up, comment below for any questions, suggestions, or contributions. See you in my next video. Bye.